Hey guys, Foxdrop here. Today we're doing a video talking to you about how to win a game when you have, instead of having a human player on your team in your ranked games, you have a sack of potatoes. This should help you know what to do when you find yourself in a position where you've got someone who's like feeding, raging, flaming, all that lovely business, and you don't know how to win from the jungler's perspective. So this will teach you the optimal strategies to win games like this in solo queue, where you think it's just impossible to win because you've got a feeding Scrub Lord on your team. So first things first, let's put the setting for this game in context, shall we? We're playing Lee Sin jungle. We have a pretty standard start, a bit late though because of the late leash, because we invaded. But we're playing against a Brand jungle this game. So my plan is just to invade Brand, because if we put Brand behind, he's quite vulnerable, and it just means that the enemy team isn't playing with a jungler. So that's really good for our team. We don't really have any losing lanes here outside of perhaps the top lane, which, you know, Pantheon is a bit cheesy, but Poppy can play quite safe, and as far as it goes, shouldn't really struggle against Pantheon too much. Maybe not have the best lane phase, but honestly should be okay. Having said that, she dies for first blood. So that's not a good start, but it's not the end of the world. Or is it, if we skip forward another minute, literally just 1 minute into the future here? We see, for some god knows why reason, when there's actually a minion wave under her tower, she decides to go aggressive, and she dies again. And then when we skip forward for the grand finale here, it does take her another 4 minutes to die, to be fair, but she also has zoned herself out of 50 CS. She decides at this point that she just wants to int now. In chat, she genuinely declares that she's going to int at this point. So she goes in and she dies again. So that kind of sucks, really. 3 deaths in less than 10 minutes is not good, and if you take a look at the scores overall, we are 1,000 gold down. And I'm actually having to defend my own jungle against the Brand. But still, we get the red buff, so that's okay. But here's the worst. Here's the cherry on top of this game right here. The cherry on top right now. Poppy died. You saw that. She said she inted. She's not going to get the CS, but she didn't want me to get the CS. So she rage quits because I got the CS, even though she was dead and wouldn't get it herself. So we find ourselves in this predicament, boys and girls. We have a 0-3 top laner with 19 CS compared to the enemy's 3-0 top laner with 77 CS. How do you win a game like this? Well, first things first, you have to identify your win conditions. What's going to happen this game for you to win this game of League of Legends? Well, looking at our team comps, we have pretty good team for protecting a carry. We've got Orianna, who's good at protecting. Lee Sin's pretty good at peeling as well. A good front line in Poppy and in Lee Sin as well, kind of. And we got Lucian, who's a good carry. So we can protect Lucian, we can play around Lucian. Lucian has the tools to carry this game if he gets strong enough. That's pretty much the best win condition we could want for in solo queue. That's all you really need to do. You've identified a win condition. Okay, now how do we play around that win condition? Let's think about this from a more logical point of view here as well now, okay? I'm going to play this in like slow-mo here because, you know, I don't want it to be too boring, but at the same time, I don't want to skip forward some points while I'm still talking. Logically thinking, what do I put my time invested here? Do I want to put my time into the top lane to stop her from feeding, or do I want to put my time into the bot lane to just try and snowball the winning lanes? What's the better strategy? I mean, this Poppy obviously is in a terrible spot. Do I want to stop that, or do I just say fuck it and help someone else and hope that they can carry this Poppy's poor performance? Well, think about it from a logical perspective. Like, what's going to happen if we do help that top lane? First things first, if we do help top lane, chances are we won't even be able to get her anything because she's so bloody far behind that nothing will change. Secondly, if we do show top lane, am I going to get 2v1'd? If Brand shows up, we're going to put Brand back in the game. We're going to get 2v2'd. Will it change anything? If I get Poppy a kill, she's probably still going to be losing the 1v1. She's still probably going to be feeding her dick off. It's probably not going to change anything. Outside of that, Poppy's champion isn't a carry champion, it's a tank. Plus her attitude means that she's not going to be carrying anything anytime soon anyway, because she's flaming and raging at me in chat and in all chat as well, which is rather pleasant. So she's not going to be carrying. So why do we want to spend time on her? She's not going to be carrying the game. Third thing, Poppy as a champion by design does not need to get a lot of items to be useful. All she needs to do to fill out her role this game is to be a little bit tanky. That's easy to do. She doesn't need my help to do that. And lastly, if I put pressure on this top lane, did that just speed itself up? If we put pressure on this top lane, we will lose pressure in the bot lane. On the other hand, what happens if I show down bot lane? What's the positives of me showing bot lane and camping Lucian? Well, firstly, Lucian can carry. We've already established that as a champion, he can carry. And secondly, our win condition revolves around this Lucian anyway. So why not just help him, you know? And lastly, from that perspective as well, he's already winning, so he's kind of easy to snowball. Like, we can definitely 3v2, we can probably 3v3 as well if Brand comes as well. So it's easier to help a lane like that. Therefore, the decision this game for me into winning this game is to completely ignore the Poppy top lane and just sit on this Lucian's Panos. That is how we're going to win this game, because if I put effort in top lane, like all the points that I said before, you know, that's why I should be camping bot lane this game, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to try and get the solution as fed as possible so that he can be our win condition and we can play around him. So let's skip forward to some clips where we actually have that in motion. We just saw the the last clip, excuse me, that we just showed. I ran all the way from here to here, ignoring all my jungle camps, just to be bot lane for Lucian. Here's a little mini fight happening as well. Basically, we just always want to be wherever Lucian might be. Just always make sure we're around the Lucian. Nice double kick there, Foxy. Thank you very much. Wherever Lucian may be, wherever he may show up with him. Make plays around the Lucian so that we can get this guy as fed as possible and protect him as best we can as well. Next clip here too, around the 14-minute mark here. This is more of a lane phase clip, kind of going aggressive onto the enemy team here. Using the Corki as a ladder to kick in the Braum and try and get a kill there. But again, just sitting on Lucian. Lucian is 2v1 right here. He would die if I weren't here. We don't want Lucian to die. We skip forward here. Some plays happen. Long story short, Bard gets a kill. And yeah, whatever. So we get him, again, sitting on Lucian right here. Moving on rapidly to the next clip here as well. Again, just showing bot side. Just showing, like, all the time, just show bot side. Just show bot side, show bot side, show bot side. It doesn't necessarily matter if the play itself is a good idea. Just show bot side. Like, at this point, we're even in kills and we're barely, like, before this play, we were, like, not even 1,000 gold ahead. Like, in general, not even 1,000 gold ahead. So we're not even that far ahead. Just protect the Lucian. Just play around the Lucian. And last clip here, well, actually, it's not last clip at all. Wait, yes, it is. Last clip here that we want to show is this one right here. Again, just sitting where Lucian is. Wherever Lucian goes, I follow. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just sit on this guy 24/7. If we take a look at the scores here, the score total, my kill participation is almost bang on what Lucian's been this game. Lucian has 4 assists and 8 kills. I have 4 kills and 8 assists. Well, we are literally bang on here. 5 kills, 8 assists for me. 8 kills, 5 assists for Lucian. Everything that Lucian does, I do it with him. I'm just completely sitting on this guy right here. And I'm almost at 100% kill participation. I'm running 2 kills off of that one. Just sitting on Lucian 24/7. Protect the Lucian. Lucian is the win condition. Sit on this guy. Let him win the game. And that's basically what happens. We'll skip forward here because we just want to show you, you know, we end up winning this game, right? And it's because Lucian carries us, basically. So that's what you want to do in these situations. If you find yourself with a really feeding laner, just don't help them. If you can, give them a little bit of help. If you think that, firstly, you'll actually be able to do something. And secondly, you know, if it's not going out your way too much and not really ignoring your win conditions too much, then you can certainly go for it. But don't, like, focus on it. That's for sure. Definitely focus on your win conditions. But outside of this, I just want to cover some FAQs that you guys are no doubt going to be asking me here. Just going to predict some of the comments. Comment number 1, Poppy didn't actually go AFK. She didn't actually int all game. So this video doesn't count. Firstly, she actually did int. She said she was inting in chat. Secondly, she did actually go AFK. And thirdly, yes, she didn't run down mid and give 10 kills in 2 minutes. But then again, I don't know what you're expecting. Clicking on this video, there's no magic answer for if someone does that in your game. You're probably just going to lose. Secondly, I'm lucky the enemy jungler sucked and my mid laner was also good. The jungler sucked because I invaded him 24/7 this game. I didn't show those clips, but I was always on this guy's dick. In the jungle, in a bad way, in a good way for Lucian, in a bad way for Brand, from his perspective at least. So Brand wasn't a problem this game because I put him really far behind. And secondly, Kassadin probably had a better game than this Orianna did, honestly. Kassadin, if he was on our team, we'd win even easier because Kassadin would have been roaming and actually applying pressure better than this Orianna did this game. Third question, are you a furry? No, I'm not a furry. And fourth question, get a haircut, you hippie. Fuck you. So that pretty much covers everything, I think, for this video and the predicted comments. Let's just skip forward a little bit here so you guys can see us winning the game. But yes, I hope this helped you. I hope you got some useful information out of this one on how to carry in this situation. If you find yourself in this situation, obviously you're not going to be able to win every single one of these games. These are going to be difficult games to win, but generally speaking, from a strategical point of view, this is what you should be doing if you find yourself with a teammate who just sucks really bad. Just sit on the win condition, sit on the carry. If you don't really know what your win conditions are, if you don't really know who's going to be the carry, if in doubt, just go bot lane, because AD carries tend to be well, hence their names, tend to be quite good late game and always give you a chance to win. But yeah, I hope you found the video useful. Let me know what you thought about it down below. Cheeky thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to me if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. Most importantly, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. It's goodbye from me and goodbye from Shadwell, asleep on the floor right there. There he is. And I will see you in my next